Okay, goobers. Welcome back to Pre-College Rants and Random Crap. This is Pre-College Rants and Random Crap 8. Sorry if I sound a bit quiet. So, I got a letter yesterday from the voc rehab organization in the state that I live in. ChadBradChad introduced himself. There's another service coordinator. We're gonna call her Matilda or Maddie, because again, I'm not going to reveal her name. And then SoCal Suzanne seems like she's also working with him, but the way that it works is Maddie or Matilda is the service coordinator that I'd talk to if my last name starts with the letters A through L. And then SoCal Suzanne would be the one that I'd talk to if my name starts with the letters M through Z. So as much as I'm glad that, Suzanne helps ChadBradChad, I'm also kind of confused because it's like, wait, is she still working with Shaileen, or is she not working with Shaileen anymore? Like, what's the deal? I tried to Google a few things to see if anything would pop up to answer my questions, but at the same time, I feel like it's none of my business to be asking questions of that nature, being as how, like, I don't work there, I'm just a client. So I am kind of confused. The office technician is no longer Ellie. It's somebody, we're gonna call her Alessia, because that's, well, Alessia or Sarah, interchangeably. Now, I remember Alessia from when Shaileen first started working with me, back when I first had Shaileen as a counselor, and back in 2020, well, this is in 2022, when Shaileen, I'm assuming was still or when Alessia, I'm assuming was still helping them out. I remember when I was sent back from the East Bay program, as well as the other students for 10 days, because we might have been exposed to COVID. And I remember Alessia sent an email saying, please reply, landed safely. And I responded, and I remember she's like, thank you. Hope you enjoy the last few days of your vacation a while, or something like that. And then she put Miss Alessia, her last name, and then like a smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks emoji. The thing about Alessia, I think she's either deaf or hard of hearing. I think this is the same Alessia. Wait, is it? I think it is, because her last name was the same on both of the documents that I have, where, back when Shaileen introduced herself and her team, and then now when ChadBradChad introduced himself and his team. So, yeah, Alessia does seem kind of friendly, and she does feel like that little piece of Shaileen. I still miss Ellie. As far as Suzanne, like, I am happy that there's at least, she's also that little piece of Shaileen that might be, still there, but I'm also kind of confused. I'm like, I hope she's still working with Shaileen, but then at the same time, it's like, I'm also kind of sad that, like, I can only contact her if my last name starts with the letters M through Z, which it doesn't, so I'm obviously gonna have to deal with Maddie, and I don't know what she's like. So anyways, my parents want me to write them a plan of what it is that I want to do. I did hint to them that I want to finish school up in the Bay Area. I really hope that they are okay with my plan. You're going to be seeing this on Monday, so by the time, well, Monday or Wednesday, so by the time that this is uploaded, I might already have given her my plan written out. And she said, I need to know what it is you're going to do and when, so that way I have my time figured out. And she's like, at this point, just do whatever it is you want to do, because she had been pushing a lot of stuff and she had been saying that I was misguided, even though I'm not. The thing with me is I take what information I'm given and I make of it what I will and I do what I want with it. I feel like she expected, when she had a daughter with visual impairment, being me, I'm disabled, obviously, and with the disability, she might think, oh, my brain is going to stay in one place, my heart is going to stay in one place, and, maybe she and my dad both had this idea of, she's going to be our little girl, even though she does say she wants me to move on and be independent. I do feel like she still has this idea like, oh, our ideas are the greatest, and, you know, not all their ideas are great. Not all of them are. I will give credit where credit is due, but at the same time, I feel like, there are some things that they need to realize. They are not the center of my universe. I'm going to make plans based on what I feel is best. And I don't know how I'm going to break the news to them that I want to be able to go to college independently. Go to and from college independently. I am going to use what I've been thinking about for, quite a few months now of how to bring this up. There is more as far as my parents, which I will go into in a separate pre-college rants and random crap. For now, this is all you're gonna be getting. So, hopefully she won't have my head when I send her my plan. But she told me, she's like, at this point, it's your decision. She's like, I just need to know what to expect. So I'm glad the naysayer in her has died, and I really hope it continues to stay that way because it's what I need. Because we did go a few hours without talking, and I almost thought that I was gonna be like, I thought we were gonna be like that until 2026 when I left for the Bay Area. But we did kind of repair things. I was in the wrong in how I handled some things as well, which I will go more into detail. I feel like how I handled it was out of fear, not being honest with her a few days before and telling her I didn't want her there in the appointment and just telling her a few minutes before the appointment. I know that sometimes she does feel devalued, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I feel like there are times where I can't go to her with a lot of stuff. I've kept a lot of stuff from her. And it's nothing major, like, I'm not into drugs or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's just things that I know she would not be okay with that I've kept from her. Just to keep the peace. And it's like she has this air about her of like being really, she'll be like, oh, if you want to talk to me about something, you can. But when it comes down to it, she does kind of get riled up. And it's like, I'm not saying she can't have emotions. I'm just saying I would like it if she was a bit more chill. So yeah, this has been pre-college rants and random crap 8. Boy.